Welcome to the Land Profit Masterclass. Michelle Bosch here. I would love to introduce you right now in this session to Mr. Tim Ebie. He is a rock star inside of our Land Profit coaching program, and he has done already 22 deals with 6 more closing right now in the month of October of 2021. And I can't wait for you to meet him. He's done already about $140,000 in gross profits. You're going to watch him right now being interviewed by our head coach, Mr. Mike Smyer, and I hope you enjoy this case study.
Tim Ebie?
Yes.
Is it Ebie or EBA?
EBA.
Yeah. What is that?
Nigerian.
You're Nigerian?
Yeah. Yep.
Family Nigerian?
Yeah. Yep.
First generation, second generation?
First generation. My parents came here in the 70s. You know, all my siblings were all born here, so we're first generation, Nigerian American, so to speak.
No joke, bro.
Yeah. So it's You
guys, you're pretty tall, dude. Is that?
Most of my parents, my dad was tall, my mom was tall. All my sisters are like 5'9", 5'10". My grandparents were tall, so yeah, we're pretty tall. My brother played college ball,
No joke.
Yeah, he played. He's real good. Real good. He almost went pro.
Man.
Yeah, so.
My brothers are like that. They're ball players. I never got that.
I never really, but he's good, man. Yeah, that's how we kind of bond anyway through basketball. But yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, yep.
Well, Tim, thank you for being part of the event, man.
I'm glad to be here.
Glad to have you here, man. This is your first event, I think, right? Okay. All right. And you've been flipping land for how long?
Land. Funny enough, I got the program September 2020.
Yeah.
Or 29. So I'm flipping land currently, as you can say, like about a year since I started. Got the program there in 2020 of September. So it's about a year. Today's October 2nd, 21. Yeah.
Oh man. I'm so excited to introduce you to everybody. I think,
pleasure.
I mean, you're kind of popping up here and there, sharing tidbits of advice with people, and one, I really appreciate that, and then two, I mean, you're doing deals, dude.
Yeah. Program works, man.
I mean, people get a little uptight about it sometimes. It's like it works. How many deals have you done?
We've done currently 22 total.
22 deals.
22 deals that we've actually closed, right? Yep.
Oh man! And profit margins, how much in profits have you made?
Net profits about over 140,000.
Over 140,000. So your first year, flipping land, over 140,000, 22 deals. You got some in the hopper still? I mean,
yeah, we got about 6 right now to close this month of October.
No, so you'll be at 28 deals.
Yeah, we had 28 deals, and that'll probably put us close to a little over 200, about 190.
Oh man!
It was probably my biggest month net, about 50K, about 55 we're looking for.
Oh,
I'm excited, man.
Dude, that feels good. It feels good.
No, my goal is 100K, but I'll take 50.
Hey, when you start depositing that in your checking in your account, and you're like, oh man, things start changing a little bit, right?
Sure, yeah, because I'm still working my corporate job, and I make 6 figures, but making like 50K a month, that's almost 50% of my income in a month. I love entrepreneurship. Land is ridiculous.
Hey, it changes, dude. It changes the game. Like your mindset starts changing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
Man, why don't would you be willing to break down like your biggest or best deal, or maybe your first deal?
Yes, I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me about
my first deal. So my first deal was interesting. Is out in Texas. Lady called. This when I was taking my own calls. Said she wanted $1,000 for it.
Yeah.
Did a due diligence. Went through the LPG process. Ended up selling it. For like $8,000, but it was a seller finance.
Okay.
So the guy put down, the good news, he put down I think about $1,200.
Yeah.
So I was able to kind of clear the payment to the seller. I kind of self-closed it.
Oh wow.
Cleared the payment to the seller. Then just created a note for, I think it was about $5,000 note.
Yeah.
And he's paying right now about $160 a month.
Yeah.
We're using a note service and it's for like the next, I want to say 3 or 5 years. I can't recall those terms.
No
joke. Yeah. So it was my first, and it shows LPG method works, that you can get the down payment to cover the purchase price to the seller.
Yeah.
And I'm just straight profit as far as monthly cash flow.
It's free money.
So, yeah, it's free money. 160 for 3 years is the interest. And the great news, the buyer's so happy at closing. He was like, "Yeah, Tim, you have more deals. I'm ready to buy it." So from you. So it was a great experience, my first deal, man. And that kind of gave me the confidence going in.
And that's not like a very big deal, but I tell you, in terms of your confidence, right? Like you jump from, people see that first deal and they're like, oh, I made $5,000, some seller finance, right? But it's like the experience of going through that first one allows you to just like level up mentally in like a way that most people, I can say most people, if you haven't done it, it's hard to comprehend it,
Yeah, and the only thing about this other first deal, Mike, it was like an impossible deal because where it was in Texas, it was in a flood zone. You can't build, you can't do anything. So I was real nervous. I'm like, this is not going to sell, right? But somebody came and I put a post in the LPG Facebook group and say, look, this is my situation. Some of the more experienced guys say, look, these lots sell. And my confidence, I'm like, are you sure? They say you can't build on it, and they were right. The guy that bought it was like, yeah, what you use it for camping.
Oh.
And that's exactly what happened. He bought it, which was built my confidence. Like these tough properties that sometimes hard to sell, they can sell.
Yeah.
And Jack always says, which is good to follow the program. He always says that you're not the market.
Yeah.
And it's kind of hard once you believe that. Like people have different reasons why they buy that might be outside of your my case, my paradigm.
Yeah.
And this was the case. It was on buildable lot. It was in a flood zone. He bought it and he loves it up to today. I still talk to the guy, man. So it was a great first experience. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's an awesome experience. It changes the paradigm a little bit, you know, like reading Rich Dad Poor Dad for the first time or something like that. Like, it takes you into a different space. Tim, would it be fair to say you seem like a very confident person in general? Would it be fair to say you're a very confident person?
Yes.
Yeah. What would you say you had any fears? Like, what actually, if you're willing to be vulnerable with me for a moment, like, what fears did you have when you started? Like, you're in the coaching program, right? Maybe when you started, were there any fears that you had? Any hesitations? Any doubts?
Oh man, I'll be honest. It's just investing the money and make sure you're going to get the results, right?
Yeah.
And again, coming into the coaching, being able to afford not only coaching but the program, because when you also obviously just to be transparent. You buy the program, you get in, but you still have to market. It's still business expenses.
Yeah.
That's the reality. And just saying, if I put all this money in, am I going to see the results? But the truth is, I kind of did a lot of due diligence up front.
Yeah.
And out of all the programs, because I've done to multifamily seminars, mobile homes, land stuff, several single family, and just the results were undeniable.
Yeah.
When Jack talks about all these results, I'm like, yeah, okay, great. But I'm doing my own due diligence. I'm like, this stuff is legit. So I kind of had a confidence at the same time.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of like interfere because I've never personally done it.
Yeah.
But I knew it worked because you can see the proof is in the pudding, so to speak, or the proof of concept with other people doing it. So I had that fear, but I went in anyway, and I mean the results. It's gonna happen, man. It's like, to me, it's inevitable. That's just my confidence, my mindset. But so I had the fear, but I went in anyway, and it worked because the system worked. It's proven.
I think you answered the second part of it, right? Which is the why of it. Like, you had those fears, you decided to join the program, right? And it was, hey, look, why did I join? Well, I joined because I did research. I found out that there were 70-year-old grandmas. I'm not knocking 70-year-old grandmas, right? I'd like to think my grandma could do it, if she wanted.
That is impressive at 70.
Yeah, I mean, you find a 70-year-old grandmother doing it, you know? It's like, and you're like, oh, I could probably do this thing too. I mean, man. What would you say to somebody that was considering joining the coaching program? If you could look at them and just say, just give them one hint of advice. Somebody walked up to you and said, hey man, I'm thinking about joining coaching, knowing it's something that you did. That's probably happened to you a couple of times, but what would you say to them, Tim?
Man, that's a good question.
And look, I'm not looking for some perfect answer here.
No,
right?
I'm not. But I'm just thinking, the honest truth is, the reason I got in coaching is going back to, I believe in like reading books, expanding your mind. And one book I read, most people know about this book, Think and Grow Rich. And I was reading it, before I joined LPG, and one of the principles they talk about in the book, again, this is me personally, he talks about the mastermind principle.
Yeah.
You got to be around other people that are already winning.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the secrets to, it's like a proven formula.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I'm going through the 13 principles, I'm like, I can do this, faith and blah, blah, blah. But mastermind, I don't know these good people that are doing very well. So I was like, man, but I saw the coaching, like, this is the only thing that I saw that was practical to help me fit that mastermind principle to get in. So coaching made sense to me. And I was talking to one of the concierge yesterday, David Van. I joined the coaching in February this year, 2021. But my goal for 2021 was I already circled March 31st to join coaching. But Jack had like one of those 3-day live events in February 2021, and they did it. And they were like, oh, if you want to join coaching, now's the time. And they talked about your tracking what matters.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this back stuff. This stuff with Mike, tracking man looks good. So I signed up a month before my goal, but I didn't matter because it was still my goal to do first quarter.
Yeah.
So what I'll tell anyone that, for me personally, if you want to succeed in land, and to be honest, the truth is, it's a scary investment.
Yeah.
I'm talking to the guys kind of move the transaction forward to get in coaching. Your heart is pounding. I'm like, this is like the biggest investment, but I can see the results on the other side. So sometimes I just feel there's always going to be that fear and uncertainty, but you got to go against the grain anyway. Yeah. Because you can see the proof is in the pudding. So anybody that's out there thinking about doing it, I would just say do it anyway. If you truly want to succeed and you want to speed up that process. To be honest, I had some deals coming in before coaching, but I was having a hard time selling them. Yeah. But again, on one of the group calls, and Aaron was on the call, and he just kind of asked a very specific question about the lot I was having a hard time selling. And the confidence Aaron gave me, like, look, man, this happens and do this. And I just felt my confidence level went up, and a week later that tough lot sold.
Yeah.
For like more than I thought. And after that, I closed we closed 21 deals, or 22 total. But in coaching so far, we closed 21. And we closed one prior to coaching. So what I'm saying is, I feel like if you want to speed up your results, you can reach out to me. Like, the proof is I got the HUDs to show anybody. So they're there. Like, you can see the results. So it's, I just feel if anyone wants to get into it, just do it.
Yeah.
And you see the proof. As long as you do the work, that's the key.
So Tim, do you think your life will ever be the same?
No, it wouldn't be, but it's part of my progress, and my next phase is to leave my corporate job.
Yeah.
And the key is, because of LPG, and I'm just being honest, I can kind of see the path to leave my corporate job, which is phase one, and I can focus on the business full time, because right now I still have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And little kids at home.
And you're still closing deals. You got little kids. I have one little girl, right? I have one little girl at home, right? And you got kids at home, full-time job. You're doing deals, right? Like, it's a little bit going on, but obviously you manage well.
At the end of the day, it's the dedication. You talked about it earlier. It's the why.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have to be free. Somebody said, whatever you feel is hard in your life, a lot of times that is the reason why you have to push through. Like, I have little kids, and people say, you have little kids. That sounds like a valid excuse why you might be busy, but that's the more reason why you got to get it done.
Bro.
Because of that. So you can be free.
Yeah.
You see that? So, and that for me pushes me. And part of it, I just feel like I have to be free because I got to live the life I want to live. I'm not doing it right now.
Yeah.
So that drives me personally.
Yeah.
To like get out. LPG's finally, I've done mobile homes, multifamily, single family. We have some have rental properties. This is finally the one that I can see that's sustainable, scalable, and I'm seeing instant return. 6 figures in a year.
Yeah.
I'm like,
first year in business.
Yeah, first year in business.
You can't buy a Little Caesars franchise and do that. I don't know. I don't own a Little Caesars franchise, but seems kind of tough. Man, Tim.
Yeah. Thanks for the time.
Thanks for sitting down with me, man.
My pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
So I hope you enjoyed the interview with Mr. Ebie, done by our head coach, Mike Smyer here, that you have already met in one of the sessions here at the Land Profit Masterclass. And I know we've spent, a few days together. And I just wanted to say that if you are on the fence right now, if you just, stumbled into land flipping and you're on the fence right now, you're going to be watching stories like Tim every single day coming out inside of our land profit coaching community. These are an everyday occurrence. We are the best at what we do. We're the #1 incubator of land flipping businesses on the planet. And I can say that with confidence because I know the results show what I'm talking about and what I'm telling you. So if you're on the fence, about anything that has to do with land or joining one of our programs, all I wanted to say is that, you are where you are because you lack a skill. There's a gap in your tool set. There's a gap in your toolkit when it comes to skills. And if you have been doing and dabbling basically and doing a few deals here and there, and you have not really gotten to the critical scale that is the right fit for you in order to actually do the things that you want to do in life, those reasons why that you really so beautifully shared with us at the beginning of this masterclass, it's because there's a gap. Again, there's a gap in your skill set that you need to close up, and it's up for you to decide whether you're going to create a pattern interrupt on that or you're going to continue circling the drain. Pattern interrupts is us consciously deciding that we're gonna put a line in the sand and that we're gonna make new decisions from this moment on. So if you're ready to be the business athlete that we're looking for, the person that actually confidently can say, 6 months from now, I've closed 22 deals and I have 6 more coming and I'm able to make $50,000 months, and you're perhaps right now in a corporate job where you're only making $100,000, let me tell you, land flipping can be a complete game changer for you. So if that's the case, book a call at landcoaching.com or contact one of your concierges. They're here to support you, to link arms with you, to basically help make and collaborate with you and help make your dreams a reality. So again, that site is landcoaching.com. You can go in there and book a call. All the bonuses that are available for today are still going to be available for today until the close of business today. So make sure that you make sure that you book that call today. and talk to see if there's a fit. It may be that you apply, that you talk to to one of our concierges, and that you might not be a fit. We're going to be honest about that as well, because we're looking for a specific type of individual, a person that is, that is sick and tired of punching the clock for someone else, that is ready to really make a change in their life, that is ready to start building a legacy for himself or herself and her family, that is really a business athlete, and that is willing to bank on himself or herself because they know that they're meant for more. So if that is you, go ahead and book a call at landcoaching.com. And I look forward to continuing the bonus sessions here at the Land Profit Masterclass. Bye-bye.